If you've been watching any of the updates or been reading any of the testimony coming out of the Alvin Bragg hush money misdemeanor case, then you know, unless you're a completely Trump deranged, beyond repair, brain is broken person, you know, it's not off to a hot start. And it looks like it's going to be exactly what serious, real legal scholars told us it would be, a complete and total dud. And guys, if you do want to read the testimony, basically as it's being said, follow Inner City Press on Twitter. This guy is the best courtroom reporter I think I've ever seen. He did all the Sam Bankman-Fried stuff. He covers the UN General Assembly as well. The guy does a really, really good job. But anyway, this is not going well for the overreaching, statute-twisting state of New York. And now they're saying, even on CNN, of all places, that it's possible that jury nullification is an outcome that is not really all that unlikely. And you know that strikes a chord when Jeffrey Toobin loses his mind. Watch this and let me know in the comments, what's the first thing that comes to mind when you see Jeffrey Toobin?
Direct conversations, but conversations and statements saying, like, we have an agreement with Stormy Daniels, according to Pecker, which gets to Donald Trump's state of mind that he knew there were these agreements in place.
And they were for his benefit. And that's the thing, is that one of the issues here is, did Donald Trump think, why did these agreements take place? The agreements took place for Donald Trump's benefit to get elected president of the United States. Those quotes which you just read show that he knew that's why these agreements were in place, and he was angry when he thought they were being violated.
The fact that, Pecker saying that there was a catch and kill deal with Arnold Schwarzenegger, reportedly before he ran for governor. He testified that he suppressed a story about Rahm Emanuel as a favor to Rahm Emanuel's brother, Ari, who's a big-time agent, I guess. CNN has reached out for comment from them, and others mentioned today. I should point that out. Does any of that matter? What is the significance?
Yes. The significance is, look, there's going to be an underlying current here by the defense of jury nullification. Like, so what? So what? Let's just say everything the prosecutor says is true, and they satisfy the elements of the crime, which is crazy crime. But so what? Big deal. Everyone else is doing it. And what this case is all about, it's not a crime and figuring out who did it. It's, we got this guy here, and now we got to figure out what he did to try to convict him.
You think in a case of this magnitude, a case with all this attention,
all you need is one. All you need is one.
But the jury is going to say, well, we think
need is one.
We think he's guilty, but we're going to just find him not guilty anyway.
Are you kidding me?
I mean, come on.
Jeffrey, you don't think there's someone who could be so annoyed that a guy who's running for president of the United States is sitting there for 6 or 8 weeks when he should be out doing something, fundraising, campaigning, or golfing with people who matter, and they're holding him? You don't think there's 1 or 2 people out there like, this was totally a crime, that's a BS little crime, and they just did this to keep him off? That's election interference.
Well,
if you don't think
though,
there may be one person who does that, I think you're mistaken.
I still laugh every time I see Jeffrey Toobin, man. If you guys don't know, during COVID, he worked for the New Yorker magazine, I believe, and they were all working on Zoom. He was in a meeting, and he didn't realize that his colleagues were still on the Zoom, and the dude started watching porn and whacking it. I mean, no joke. Right on the freaking Zoom, man. Probably the greatest Zoom fail of all time. It will never, ever be topped. But anyway, obviously that's not real important to this story, but the world deserves to know, right? So anyway, jury nullification actually does make a lot of sense, because after 4 days of testimony, 8 days altogether, aside from the opening arguments, the government has not even talked about a crime. And every single state witness has made a better defense witness. I mean, David Pecker told the jury that really 2 very important things I don't think they're going to be able to unhear. He told him that Trump didn't know how the payments to Cohen actually worked, and that the so-called catch and kill scheme was nothing new and not at all uncommon. But, can you guys imagine being Arthur Aidala, this serious? I mean, he's a serious defense attorney, and you're sitting with that band of morons talking about a case about 2 misdemeanors magically transform into felonies to keep Donald Trump off the campaign trail and embarrass him, basically. And it's crazy, man. The people that hate all things Trump, they love this stuff. And I see it in the chat, no one is above the law. I had a guy in the chat finally agree with me and admit, okay, maybe they targeted him, But if he gets found guilty, the prosecution's motives don't matter. He said, it's like, no, bro, that is not how this works. That is illegal in 1,000 different ways. But this is how the average liberal thinks in the year 2024. Burn down whatever you have to burn down as long as you stop Donald Trump. That's what they believe now. But anyway, that's just my take, guys. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. If you haven't already, be a part of our growth. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Most importantly, share the channel. I'll see you in the next one.